Hey guys, welcome to day, 4 in the 12 days of Christmas. If you're not familiar with our 12 days of Christmas, we have 6 of the 12 days projects on the blog. We're doing them live on Facebook and on YouTube. And we have the other 6 as email subscriber exclusives. So get subscribed to our email list so you can collect all 12 of our 12 days of Christmas projects. The idea is to help you wrap it up for the holidays, and this is an easy one. I've got a Taster's Choice house blend and instant coffee, and a Little Debbie Christmas tree brownie, and this adorable little clip. All are available from Amazon, so you can order this in bulk, have it delivered right to your door, and while you're waiting for Amazon to bring it, you can put together these adorable little gift bags. All right, so let me show you. The little clip comes off, and how do you like how we embellished it with the peppermints? Cute, right? And then just pops open, and inside you can easily fit a brownie and a cup of coffee. Now these are the perfect thing to have for the Amazon delivery guy, the mailman, the shopper who picks your groceries. You can just send these to school with the kids and give one to everybody who's involved in the kids' lives, the librarians, the teachers, the helpers, the administrators, because they go together so fast. The other thing is that they use 2x5 scraps, so you can get 2 matching 2x5 scraps of designer series paper. So use all your different designer series papers and use them up. I'm using 2 patterns, and I'll do a third one live of the same paper pack, but you use up your matching 2x5 pieces and make a bunch of these. All right, so let me get started with our base for this box. We've got our 2x5 designer series paper and our sample. Let's slide those guys aside for a minute. This time I've got garden green. This one's royal red. You can tell me which one you like best in the comments. Join us for our live to see the third one. We are going to start with a piece that is 6 1/4 by 7, and we're going to do a simple gift bag with a little gusset fold at the top. And the best part, if you ask me, is we're using the Merriest Trees dies and Merriest Trees stamps. We've got this white tag from the Merriest Trees dies. All right, let's get started with our box, and then I'll show you how this comes together to make the perfect closer. It's exactly the right size. And with the simple stamping and die cutting from the Merriest Trees stamp set, these are going to go together in a breeze, cost very little per each, and be a wonderful way to brighten the holidays. All right, so start on the 7-inch side, and you're going to score at 1/2, 1.5, 3 3/4, and 4 3/4. Rotate to the right and score at 1 inch. And that's it for scoring. Now we're going to work these with a bone folder and trim it up to make a simple bag. All right, so our bag is super simple. You're going to start with this glue tab in your left hand and cut out the bottom corner, and then liberate the bottom tabs. It's that easy. So we'll cut a little angle and a little angle to remove that rectangle. Little angle up here will make this all come together a little bit smoother. On the rectangle sides, we cut straight. On the square sides, we cut an angle and pull that out. Again, skip to the next score line, straight on the rectangle, angle on the square, and pull that out. Last one, straight along the rectangle, angle on the square, and that, my friends, is it. Super simple treat bag. Super fast. That's what we're looking for here. This one is not fancy, not complicated, just a super simple, festive way to spread a lot of cheer. All right, let's get our designer series paper pieces on the front and back so they'll fit right in on the larger panels. I love this Reindeer Days designer series paper. It's so cute. We're going with some simple designs here to let our tree be the star of the show. All right, tear and tape to assemble the box. I'm gonna bring a strip of tape along this glue tab all the way down, right along the score line there, and then remove the liner and fold any excess tape and fold up the bag. Now, when you do this little guy here, you can bring it to the second score and then from the last score from the other side and just bring it together. And when you're looking at the back of the box, you want to bring the side tabs in, and then you're going to put a little more tear-in tape. I like to do 2 strips across the bottom to kind of reinforce. So we're going to go on the sides that are facing you when you're looking at the back of the box up. So here's your seam. So you put one here and then lift that one up, and you're going to put one here. And what this does is make sure that the seam at the bottom of the box goes to the back of the box also. So all your seams go away from, and you get the cleanest possible front to your bag. All right, so remove both of those liners, and you're gonna fold so that the back of the box goes towards the front of the box goes towards the back, and now you've got your seam across the bottom back and the side back of the box, nice and tidy. You can use your bone folder to make sure those strips grab, and then you can pinch the gusset. Isn't that cute? Okay, now let's make sure we got the front and the back of our box straight, because now we're gonna add the flap. What I love about this Merriest Trees is, first of all, it's been around for a little bit. We did a Stampin' stack and it's first year out. You can't bundle it anymore, but I think a lot of you might have it. The Merriest Trees has this big tree, and then the dies, you can cut off how much of the tree you want. So you could have 5 tiers, 4 tiers, 3 tiers, or 2 tiers using the dies. And then the die for this tag is also part of the set. This tag is exactly the width we need to put a flap on this bag. And so let's go ahead and grab our Simply Score tool, put a little fold mark on this tag so that it folds nice and clean. And then we'll complete the closer on our bag. What I did was put it in my Simply Score tool and then made sure that the loop is to your right hand, and then score at 2 inches. That gave us the perfect length of a flap on the front so that our flap can go right underneath the star of our Christmas tree and look like it's all connected. I really love this little bag tag combo. I hope that you're feeling it. Let's fold that and then add some tear-in tape. I'm gonna do tear-in tape across the very bottom of the tag here. And then I'm gonna go just about a 1/4 of an inch maybe from the fold. You can remove the liner. And then we're just gonna pop this guy centered right below the score. So you take the back of your box, which has the seams, you're gonna line it up just a hair below the fold. Make sure that it's centered right to left. You don't want it sticking out on one side and too short on the other. And once you've got that, then you can just press down your gusset, use your bone folder, and secure that. Pop your brownie. Isn't this so cute? Perfect fit. A little cup of coffee. Perfect for anybody, right? All those delivery guys and mailmans that are going to be coming to your house in the cold. Bring one to work for everybody. Super fast, super easy. Close with the clothespin. Now, the clothespin is adorable. Let me show you. I got them on Amazon, and they're actually a Christmas garland. So you'll get a lot of these. You can do your treat boxes and then have the leftovers. This is half of the pack. They're 1-inch clothespins, and I don't know if it says how many. 50 pieces. So you can also use the little included rope and make yourself a Christmas tree garland, or a garland where you can hang your Christmas cards. So you can get a multi-purpose use out of this. Use, I don't know, 25, 30 of them for your treats, and then use the other 25 or 20 or 25 and make a garland for your Christmas cards. All right, let's grab a little peppermint treat embellishment here. And we're gonna really zhuzh this up a bit. I love them. They'll be back December 23rd. Don't worry if you haven't gotten them yet. There will be probably one more chance at them before they're gone. But look at how that just finishes it off. So perfect. All right, next up, we're gonna do some stamping. Got some basic white scraps, and because our Merriest Trees is photopolymer, let's put our Stampin' Pierce matte. Got my tree stamp and some garden green. Let's go ahead and ink that guy up, and I'm gonna just ink the top 4 tiers for the most part because that's all I'm using. 1 stamp and then 5 dies that can make any height of Christmas tree that you want. It's really kind of nice. And give that a good press so that the ink will transfer, get a nice solid image. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? All right, now we need a few accessories. You can make this as complicated or as simple as you want it to be. I'm doing a star with Daffodil Delight, and then I'm going to do the trunk and the sentiment with pecan pie. The stamp set has a bunch of little accessory pieces. So besides the star and the trunk, there's bows of 2 different kinds and presents to put them on and ornaments. It really is a mix and match set, more presents, and then you can add some texture to the tree if you wanted to with the bow stamp. So I want to be able to make a pile of these and make them fast. So I'm keeping it very simple with my accessories, just the star and the trunk. And then let's go ahead and grab a second scrap of basic white cardstock here. And I'm gonna stamp my greeting. Now I chose a warm hello from the Filled with Cheer stamp set. I really thought that that was most appropriate because with the warm cup of coffee and the idea that I can kind of pass them out to my delivery guys and mail people, I thought that that was a great sentiment. But I think the love and joy from Merriest Trees could also work in this same die cut that we're gonna do. All right, so we're gonna do a warm hello, and we're just gonna stamp it on the scrap in pecan pie. All right, let's get our Stampin' Cut emboss machine and die cut our pieces. All right, I'm going to line up the dies, and I'm gonna just trim away the excess here because we're gonna do a little trick with our sentiment here. We need some room. Okay, so a little trick we're gonna do here with our greeting. I've got this oblong tag. It's from Greetings of the Season, and I'm gonna use that oblong tag to cut out a warm hello. But you'll see I've also got a little scrap of real red there. So for placement, what matters is my warm hello. So I want to get that nicely framed inside the tag with the hole to the left of the greeting, and then I'm going to tape it down. Now with this side of the die, I'm just going to add a little bit of real red cardstock, and I'm going to trim down my basic white a little bit. There we go. Because we're going to make an oblong that's half white and half red. Good way to use up scraps, right? Let's give this a crank. And now we've got our tree. See, 4 tiers. I love that little die, and you can select a size. The trunk and the star. Our greeting. And a little oblong red for the mat. Got my paper trimmer here, and I'm gonna stack my little red mat and my greeting so that they line up on the loop side of the tag. And then I'm gonna pop them into the paper trimmer and just trim the length a little bit closer to the greeting. Now they're going to be exactly the same length. So now we've got two little oblongs. I'm going to stack them up again and take a 1/8 inch circle punch and just use the greeting as the guide and punch through. So now our red oblong is a tag. Got a little bit of glue right at the top of the tag there, top half. Line up the holes, but let the little red tag peek out a little bit. Now you've got a cute warm hello that's kind of got a little pop of color there. Bring our treat back in. And we can go ahead and get our red and white baker's twine and grab one of those flossers. You're going to want one for this. If you guys follow me, you know what I'm talking about. There's a link in the description for these guys. Double up your baker's twine. You need about, I don't know, 2 feet probably folded. You got maybe about 12 inches, but doubled up, so 24. Let's cut that away from the spool. And then we're going to thread the flosser. And we're going to, so we got the twine through the loop there. And we're going to go under our tag, closer through the hole. Then we're going to go from behind on our little warm hello. Got those all threaded on nice and tidy now. Super easy. Doesn't that make any dexterity issues? No big deal now. I love these flossers. I'm going to take a dimensional and cut the edge here and pop a little piece of dimensional on the back of my tag right next to the loop. Peel. The other thing that's going to make this much easier for any dexterity issues is this right here. Going to add your tag where you want it to sit and go ahead and stick it down with that dimensional. I want it to lift a little bit. So now your tag's not flopping around. Your double twine is already threaded through nice and easy. So now all you have to do is tie. So bring the bottom up and over. Now it's tied. And then for a bow, you're going to loop and then swoop over the top. Tuck where your fingertip to fingertip. See where this one's holding a loop? Tuck and pull. Now you've got the perfect bow. It might not look perfect at the minute, but what you'll do is hold the center and then just pull the tails to get the size loops that you want, and then pull the loops to tighten everything up. Cute, cute. And then just cut the original loop and trim the ends. So cute. I love that little bit of red and white. It's so festive and kind of got peppermint vibes. Now I'm going to get some more dimensionals and I'm going to pop up my tree and the trunk. All right, everything's sticky, and you're going to see with no hand coloring, no fussy cutting, how fast and easy these go together. Do them batch style. So stamp all your trees and all your trunks and all your stars at one time. Then do all your die cutting, then do all your assembly, and you can make a bunch of these and spread a lot of holiday cheer this season. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of dimensional at the top of our tree, and then we can pop the star on there. Just enough detail to keep it festive, but just a little bit of detail so that you can spread cheer far and wide. Now, before I send you off to go grab your coffee and brownies and clothespins from the Amazon, let me show you something else really quick. So the Merriest Trees, maybe you don't want to make 30 of these and you don't need to keep it super simple. Merriest Trees has a whole bunch of little bits and pieces that you can use to really spice this up. You could put some presents at the bottom of your tree. You could put some garlands or some different decorations. So here's a couple of the different presents. This is from the Stampin' stack that we did with this a couple of years ago. So you can add a couple of presents there if you want to. There's dies that cut little garlands. So you could get some glimmer paper and cut the little garlands and add some garlands on your tree. There's one that I cut with white glimmer paper. Here's one that I cut from red glimmer paper. So there are options here to really spice this up. Here's a little bow you can put on top of the presents. And then on top of it, we know you see all the little ornaments. So there's a little 3 style of ornaments, and then there's 3 dies to cut the ornaments. So you can stamp and cut them 9 ornaments at a time. So you could add some little ornaments to your tree. I have a lot of green ornaments here, which aren't gonna show up very nicely, but you can add ornaments to your tree. So you could really zhuzh these up if you wanted to, but for me, I'm going to make a pile of them. So I'm going to keep them nice and easy, no fussy cutting, no extra coloring. Just a nice little garland would be pretty though. Just add a little, like it looks like snow, a little garland all the way around your tree. That would be still pretty fast and easy. And just bring it up a little bit, a little notch. There we go. Let's go ahead and got one more piece there. So I'll show you. That's not going to be my choice for making mine because I'm in a hurry to make a bunch of them. And I think with the garland or without the garland, they're still very festive. But I didn't want to go without showing you those options that come with the Merriest Trees stamps and dies. The last thing, one more thing since I have it here. So here is the 3-tier tree. So you can also do little shorter trees and little taller trees. So it's a great bundle. If you didn't get it last year, take a look at it. If you did get it last year, get busy. Aren't those cute? If you've got any questions, you can email Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com and to shop Stampin' Up! 24/7, buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.